Here we have for sale our 2020 on a 20 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 280 model, meaning it's got a 2.8 tonne gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2 litre Eco Blue diesel Euro 6 engine producing 130 PS, which is roughly 130 brake horsepower. This is the short wheelbase, or L1. The quickest way to tell is that little gap just there between that rear trim and the rear wheel arch. This is the Limited, which is the spec, finished in the fantastic magnetic grey, and it's got the 6-speed manual gearbox. What we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Ford Transit Custom Limited of this age. We'll also talk you through in detail the bits which have been added to this particular example, bits which aren't quite standard as they would have left the factory, and also look at things like the condition and the service history as well. Starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. So barn doors are 2 doors which open in that sort of fashion. On a Limited you get a number of elements which come colour coded. That includes the door handles all around, this trim above the rear number plate, the bumpers, so the rear bumper, the front bumper, trims down the side, and also the wing mirror caps all come colour coded in the body colour, which, as I say, in this case is magnetic grey. An absolutely stunning colour. It really goes very well as a company van. Sign writing seems to work very well against this colour, but also very well if you are going to be using this vehicle for personal use, for leisure purposes. It really does look very, very smart indeed. Also on the Limited you get parking sensors as standard, so you can see we've got rear parking sensors there. You also get front sensors completely as standard. And while we're down here looking at this rear bumper, I can see there are some marks, some little hairline marks dotted around on the front bumper from, of course, loading. This is a one company owner vehicle from new, but of course this is such a high traffic area in and out of the back. I can see there is some light hairline marks to the rear bumper. Otherwise, looking at the rear doors, they're all looking very smart indeed. Again, a couple of tiny little blemishes here or there, tiny one just down here, but all in all looking really, really smart. Little one just down there as well, but really not a huge amount of faulted on, looking very presentable indeed. Now you'll notice this extra lock just here. So this is a deadlock. So we've got this on the rear doors and also the side loading door just there as well, and that is there for extra security. If we open up the rear doors then we can start to have a look inside the rear of the vehicle. So you can pull on this little yellow arm, that clips into place like so against the rear door, and that allows you to open it up to its full 180-degree position. And of course you can do exactly the same with the other door as well. And as you can see here in the back, this one has been treated to a brand new ply lining kit. We do this on the vast majority of panel vans that we sell, and double cabs actually. And of course the idea of the ply lining is that it protects the van. So if you've got cargo moving around here in the rear of the vehicle, it's not going to cause any nasty outward dents in the side of the vehicle. And I can also see that this one has got a nice optional extra from factory, and that is the LED load lights. Now you're not going to see a huge amount of benefit in this sort of light that we've got here today. It's obviously super bright sunshine, but certainly at night in lower light conditions that makes a big difference. You can also see we have got the factory fitted bulkhead. They are just bolted in around the outside, so you can remove those easily if you want to, and we've got the load through hatch just down there in the bottom left as well. Limiteds come with this hard wearing plastic floor, which I absolutely love because it just allows you to sweep it out and wash it out if you need to, and plenty of tie down points here in the back as well. As you can see, full door rear coverage, but lovely condition there inside the rear of the van. If we shut the doors then we'll continue to go around the outside. So as I mentioned, this van is one company owner from new, and we purchased it directly from them, and they've done a really good job of maintaining it as well. So it does come with a really nice service history. I believe there's 3 stamps in the service book, and we've put it right through our workshop as well for a service and health check during our preparation. Also, while we're back here, you can also see that there's a nice rear barn door spoiler there. That just ties in very well with the roof bars, side bars and alloy wheels, which I'll come on to in just a second for that sort of sporty look. And then looking here down the passenger side of the vehicle, we've got the side loading door. This is where we can again have a look in the reflections of down the side of the van looking for any sort of dings or dents, and I must say it's looking really, really smart indeed. I can see a little pin dent just there, which we will have our paintless dent removal specialist look at. It's just on the swage line just there above my finger, but otherwise looking really smart. Of course you're going to get the odd tiny little blemish here or there, I mean absolutely minuscule, but hopefully, as I'm sure you can see, it's looking really, really nice indeed. As I mentioned, you have got the second deadlock up there as well, so you've got extra security on the side of the door. Even if you don't use those deadlocks, it does act as a deterrent as well. So opening up the side loading door, we can then have a look at the bulkhead, the load space from this angle. So again, all looking really, really smart. If we open up the passenger door, we can start to have a look inside the cab. So looking at the passenger door card, I can see a couple of light marks to the plastic just low down here on the passenger side, but all in all looking very well. The passenger step, if I lift this mat up, we can have a look at the floor, see how clean that is under there. Very nice. But also while we're down here, again very similar to the door card, there is some light marks just here to the lower part of the glove box, so certainly worth mentioning that. Looking at the passenger seats, these are in lovely order, very, very nice indeed. Our guys have, of course, do a lovely job of preparing these vehicles, but these are very, very nice. No rips, tears, cigarette burns, anything like that. You've got the fold down work tray in the middle as well, so a couple of cup holders there and somewhere to store your paperwork. But yeah, very, very smart there. If we lift up the seats, you have got some extra storage under there, which is very nice because of course it's out of the line of sight. I'll come around to more of the spec in just a second when we go around to the driver's side. If we shut the doors, while we're here we can have a look at the alloy wheels as well. So this is a very nice set of gunmetal grey caliber T-Sport 20-inch alloy wheels. These are fully load rated with fully load rated tyres, absolutely brand new with brand new tyres. And as you can see, we've got a nice set of sidebars there which just tie in really well, as I mentioned, and also the roof bars. Now moving around to the front of the vehicle, now this is where there's also been some big upgrades here. So we have got the lovely Ford Trail front grille, which you can see there, which just sets the van off so well at the front, and when you tie that in with the standard headlights, in fact, so standard headlights, but that lovely LED daytime running light that these Transit Customs come with, it looks so, so nice with that grille. Front fog lights, these also act as cornering lights, so as you're turning a corner they will illuminate alternatively for you. And we've also got front parking sensors I mentioned earlier, and a nice front splitter as well, which just ties everything in there on the front end. Finally then, on the outside, having a look here down the driver's side of the vehicle, and again just looking how straight and clean that is. Very, very smart indeed. There's a little blemish just here I can see in the paintwork, but otherwise I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I can point out. Just high up here, actually, a couple of just hairline marks very high up on the side of the van. Now we will certainly try and these ones particularly here, which we'll try and polish those. They may improve slightly, but because of the position of them, again, not particularly noticeable. We've also then got the upgraded driver's door lock as well, again just for added security, an added deterrent as well. So opening up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look inside here. So having a look at the driver's door card, all in pretty good order. Of course, a couple of just light sort of chips and things just here, just from people, I guess, nails grabbing it as they're opening the door and things, but overall looking very nice. Electric windows, electric folding mirrors, and that's how those are operated there, just by pulling on this dial back towards you like so. Auto activated lights, auto activated wipers. You can see that we do have two full flip remote keys for the vehicle, and then a number of spares for the deadlocks and the upgraded driver's door lock as well. Looking at the driver's seat, no excessive wear to the driver's seat, which is of course always nice to see, and as I say, no rips, tears or cigarette bins in here, all looking really smart. Driver's armrest, which is on a ratchet, so you can set that to your desired height. You've got height adjustability here and thigh adjustment at the front of the seat. Looking at the floor underneath, again you can see there's no excessive wear, no holes or anything like that. The The mileage is 68,576 miles. So again, it's really nice to know that we've got a lovely service history to back up the mileage, and it's been well maintained throughout its life. On the left hand side of the steering wheel, we've got the cruise control settings and the volume for the radio underneath that, and on the right hand side the onboard computer controls, and you can also answer and hang up the phone. Up on top of the dashboard then, got plenty of storage here which is easy to access, USB point and a 12-volt socket. I've got my phone plugged in there, and the reason being is that we have got the lovely Sync 3 screen which the Limited comes with from factory, and that gives you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto completely as standard, which is just a brilliant system because it allows you to use things like your Apple Maps, you can listen to your podcasts, you can listen to your music, all seamlessly as you would do on your phone. If you don't want to use that, you can also just connect your phone to this via Bluetooth to make your calls and things, and listen to your music, and you've got DAB radio on here as well. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, your parking sensors will be displayed on there. Air conditioning, heated seats, heated windscreen and heated wing mirrors, all completely as standard. Down here then we've got a USB point and a 12-volt socket, 6-speed manual gearbox to go along that 130 brake horsepower engine, a little bit of wear to the leather, which is what we very commonly see on those gear sticks. Underneath that then we've got a nice flip out cup holder just there, but generally speaking lovely condition inside, and also of course very well equipped. So just to summarize then, this is a one owner from new 2020 on a 20 plate Ford Transit Custom Limited. It's a short wheelbase in the fantastic magnetic grey 2-litre Eco Blue diesel Euro 6 engine, 6-speed manual gearbox, 130 PS, roughly 130 brake horsepower. Full styling package, as you can see, just sets the vehicle off so nicely. I really like the grey on the grey, so the grey wheels with the grey bodywork, I think that looks so nice. And of course all the other bits just tied in very well. In the back, the brand new ply lining, the LED load lights, plenty of extra security, so you've got the upgraded driver's door lock, and of course the extra deadlock on the rear door and the side loading door. Of course you don't need to use any of that, you can just operate the van completely as normal without it. But as I say, if you do want to use it, of course there's extra security. If you don't want to use it, if nothing else, it acts as a deterrent. So as I say, one owner from new. What a lovely short wheelbase limited custom. Now if you'd like to see the full advert, if you haven't seen it already of course, please head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk. This is where you'll find all of the stock that we've currently got available, and you'll also find the photography, the price and the description of this particular van as well. There's a number of ways you can contact us via the website, but you can also call us on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom of the sign. We can take cars or vans in part exchange. We can of course deliver our vans nationwide, and we can arrange finance at very competitive rates for limited companies or private individuals. Thank you very much for watching.